Yeah.
Hi, Stephen from Eden Health Foods. This is an ad that appeared in a magazine recently, supplement brands you can trust. It's not a magazine that everyone can get. And we've been known for that. You know, one lady once said in a big health food store once that I met, she said, "No way, Eden Health Foods. You guys are the only supplement brand I trust. I look for you guys everywhere." And we said, why? And she said, "Oh, every time I buy one of your products, it works. It's guaranteed to work. It's just high quality. You just notice it. You just don't get that all the time." And we were at a health expo, I think recently. It was a naturopathic thing where only naturopaths and practitioners came to, and I was there, so it wasn't open to the general public. You know, met a lot of lovely people there that run health food stores, own health food stores, are naturopaths, are chiropractors, nutritionalists, that sort of thing. And a lot of people came up to our table and said, I love your products, we sell your products, we use your products, they're the best out. And I noticed a lot of other people just weren't into it at all, you know. And some of these people were really highly educated, you know, in that field. And they weren't into it at all. They weren't into natural products at all. And everyone can choose and think how they want. And I guess that's the beauty of life, you know, free choice. These days a lot of people are afraid to say anything that disagrees with the mainstream. But the mainstream is, well, if you walk into a health food store or you deal with a health retreat or a naturopath, the mainstream idea still currently is isolated synthetic vitamins and minerals. If you're low in iron, they'll give you an iron tablet. If you're low in B12 or whatever, they'll give you something isolated and synthetic. Now, they give you, at this expo that I was at, a lot of the brands that were represented there, because they're selling to naturopaths, sell that isolated vitamin mineral concept. And they were very popular. A lot of people stayed at our table for ages, but a lot of people that just didn't even want to look at our table, they'd go next door to the people, nice people, beside us, and they would spend half an hour talking about the latest, greatest, patented, isolated nutrient, whatever it is. And that's the way to go. That's what I think. And some people agree with that, and like I disagree with that. You know, I try to stay away from that. But you'd have to ask the question, and this is what we always do, you know, how many people have taken your isolated vitamins and minerals and whatever supplements and cured incurable diseases? Like, how many people have had cancer or any disease, pick any disease out there, or all of them, and done that supplement and got well? Well, the answer is bugger all. Well, just to say none. Where I'd have to say, you know, I don't know many people that haven't done our programs, our detoxing programs, and haven't gotten well, no matter what their problem was. And that's because herbs are created by God in nature and work in harmony with your body. So they're going to get really good results. Just like if you pick up, you know, the Coles magazine and you look at some of the recipes in there, they always talk about, or any magazine about health, they always talk about whole foods, natural, even organic, certified organic even. That's the way to go. That's going to have the most nutrient level. That's going to be the most beneficial for your body. But when it comes to supplements, and when you're really unwell, you've got to not only eat processed food, you've got to eat highly processed supplements that are extracted from food in really high milligrams, and somehow that is going to give you better results. And, you know, that's like saying, if I remove your brain out of your head, and then I want to ask your brain some questions while it's out of your head, I'm going to get the right answer. Like, that doesn't even make sense. And so, nutrients, it doesn't matter what the nutrient is. We've been sold this idea for years. You know, when I go to some of these fitness expos and we sell our product, the first thing they'll pick up, they'll have a look and they'll say, "Oh, how much protein is in it?" And it's like as if we're trained to think in milligrams and measurements. And if it doesn't have 80 or 90 or 95% protein, then the product is worthless. You know, whole foods and naturally getting your protein or any nutrient in a whole food state is deemed like old and not scientific, because the industry wants to sell you the idea that if we have the science and we have the patents and we have these experiments which show that, you know, the more isolated and the more fractionated, it's like a competition. Who can have the more isolated, fractionated, processed nutrient in a macro stage of it's just craziness. And so we've moved away from what people have used and taken for thousands of years to create really strong, powerful human beings. And we get sold this fake idea that using natural supplements, and a lot of people look at our products, they'll look at Wild Sea or they'll look at Superfood, and you know, if it doesn't have isolated vitamins and minerals in there in concentrated form, people don't want it. You know, if our product just had apples in there, people would go, is that all? Like as if that's all that's in there. But here's the thing, when you take like barley grass or wheatgrass, New Zealand grown, when you take our Wild Sea, which has got superfoods really high in vitamin C, you're not just, a lot of people always look at the vitamin C, but you're not just getting vitamin C. You're getting a whole plethora, a whole range of different vitamins and minerals, a whole range of different adaptogens and enzymes and minerals and different nutrients and cofactors that make up the whole food vitamin C complex, that make it a whole food that helps your body recognize it. And so it's not about numbers. It's not about numbers. And so you should never look to that. And if you're looking to that, you need to look to quality. You need to look to certified organic, like ACO certified, and even beyond that, because we go beyond ACO certified. A lot of companies will go, what do we got to do to get the ACO logo? We don't look at that. We look at, not only can we get something, it's got to be certified organic, it's got to be organic, but it's got to be the highest quality certified organic. It's got to be picked at the right time, dried at the right temperature, the flowering parts or the right parts that give the best therapeutic effect. That's what you got to look for. And so that's what we look for. That's what you should be looking for. And so everyone's free to choose and do what you want to do. But there's only one way that's guaranteed to give lasting healing results.